Okay, so I've transformed the other two, but it's a bit of a cop out not to transform them on camera. I'm going to do Axor. Start by taking off the gun. The engine, it's sort of a gun. Now, what I do, squash his head down, unclip the chest and the windscreen, and pop it on his back. I don't know if you've seen that, but that's what it looks like. Now, the rest of it's a bit fiddly. If you fold the legs up, let's put that on for more light. Fold the legs up. Now, they go together fairly well, and then you can kind of angle them in towards each other, just avoiding his head. They clip in pretty well. Everything there all clips together, and it's kind of lined up with the front of the car. You can flip the back down, and then you've got to deal with these other bits. Now they do let you fold the wheels back to make it a little bit easier. The arm here, you want to unfold, and then you're going to slide this inside bit up, and then the arm that it's on you want to pull down to tidy away his little hands, and that goes inside there. Now, I always struggle just fitting the car door panels in, but I'm doing quite well with this one so far. Let's see, there's a bit there that clips in, and it needs to clip into the back as well. Clicky click, that's it. Fold the wheel up. Other side, you don't have to unfold this bit, but you have to turn this bit around. It's on a little sort of springy sort of thing. You fold this down, and it's on a little piston, which is pretty cool, and then fold it around so it tucks underneath the car. Do the same thing with the inside mechanism on the shoulder. I've been finding it with the R2 best to try and line up the car panels first before trying to shove it in. There we go. It's almost done. And flip the wheel up. So you're... No, it's not done. I mean, fiddle this in. Right. That's it all done now, and there's the bottom of the car. You can't really see any of his robot bits. There are plenty of mechanical sort of bits on display, and he's got this fucking harpoon thing. And then, final thing, just clip on the little engine on top. And Axor, he's pretty cool in car mode. Looks almost like it could be a real car that's been modified. It's difficult to tell, seeing it on here, but I can't see because I'm holding it in my way. These bits, the horns, spikes, are actually blue. Same with the spikes on the top here. He's got like this gold grill and the background's red. Get kind of Wild Rider. I think it's Wild Rider from the Stunticons. Kind of vibe from him, as well as obviously Mad Maxy kind of car, with all his spikes and stuff on him. Painted tail lights, which is pretty cool, but unusual. Lockdown. He's got the spikes painted silver, and he has a Nice green racing pattern on the top of him. His engine's really plain in this mould, just plain grey plastic, as you find on a lot of movie toys. He's got the grey grille and the red lights, which are quite cool, different from the other one. Some gold details on him, including his exhaust pipes. Yeah, he's decent. There is some of the repaints of animated Lockdown, which would have been nice to see. Same with Lugnut actually as well. I wouldn't have minded seeing the nuclear atomic one. And there was a blazing Lockdown, which might have looked quite good on that mould. This as Circuit is ridiculous. The clubs went all out with the paints here. Nice big silver Autobot logo on the front. He's got the engine, a little bit of detailing on it, and the orange bit on the back of it. The wheels with they're not rubber, but they remind me of this toy car that did have rubbery wheels, so I keep thinking that they are. The fact that they look exactly the same is amazing. It was like a pound shop car or something, like 99p or something. But it's crazy how it looks so similar. The back bit, I don't know about cars. The back bit's orange. He's got this red pattern that goes over the back here, and the yellow is shiny, bare plastic, glossy plastic, and then all the other paint apps are matte. Okay, the orange is plastic as well there, but it's a matte paint on the top there, and the red and the blue are all matte paint apps. This guy, he looks totally unrealistic, but he's kind of what you would imagine an alien car to look like. He's a bit ridiculous. Yeah, I'm really happy that I got this guy and got him so cheap. I think I might have bought Axor in a shop, like a physical shop. It's a bit unusual for me being able to get Transformers. And Lockdown, he was a TF Source one, just on an out of package, $15 or something. It was a good deal for him, considering he doesn't pop up all that often. Since he's turned up in the IDW comics, he's fairly popular. Character wise, I think Axor is my favourite, probably also influenced by the fact that I got him first. But he reminds me of Cad Bane from the Star Wars Clone Wars animated series. I think he would speak like that if he ever turned up in a cartoon. Lockdown, I suppose he's kind of Boba Fettish. Fettish? Second video I've already mentioned Fettish, it's great. Yeah, he's maybe a bit like that. And I suppose then you could say that Axor's kind of like Jango Fett, with his grey and his blue as opposed to his green. But that's not really how I see them, despite this guy being a bounty hunter and Axor supposedly being his sort of hero worshipping, sort of idol, sort of prodigy. And Circuit, yeah, I really like him. I don't have many exclusive toys at all. I've got a BotCon Double Punch, and Predacons Rising guys. Does that count? But yeah, really chuffed to have got this guy. Glad I picked him up when I got the chance. All three of them are good. It's a good mould, lots of posability. The transformation is a bit tricky, I'm not going to lie. As many times as I've done it, and obviously I've had each one transformed, I just did them all in a few minutes there, and I still kind of struggled. It's just so many panels that you've got to fit in the right sort of place. It's not ideal, but once you've done it a couple of times, you know what direction you're going in. At least you're not totally blind. I don't know if I've looked at instructions for any of these guys, so that might have helped and the first time I was doing it, but it's quite a complex design, and you can make him stand really tall, which is good for displays. He stands fairly well, with the legs being quite tight on them all. They don't wobble about. They can stand pretty firm even in the stretched legs position, so they can, you can give them a lot of extra height. There's a lot of posability in the legs, and the arms themselves are not bad. Couple of ball joints, so you can get a few decent poses. Mostly you're going to be wanting him putting his hook or his axe up in the air, swinging it at someone, or his claw hand reaching out like a scary dude. I thought they might have changed the hand on Circuit, because although the axe is one thing, but the claw on an Autobot, a little bit strange, especially when he's a TV reporter. Maybe for telling people to get coffee. Anyway, I'm going to do more reviews. I'm going to try and do them during the day because it took a while to get somewhere in my house where I could get decent light and the camera wouldn't show up orange. I don't know how well this has been, but it looked okay. I'm not happy with it 100%, but it looked okay. I'm hoping to do a lot more reviews. I've got a whole nother haul from TF Source that I can go through. You'll see one of the guys up there. And I have loads of bots that I can review. Just need to work my way through and decide what ones. Hopefully you'll all keep watching. Thanks for tuning in. See you later.